Take a wild guess how many people just quit their job. No, it's not the 10 million you see on my shirt, but shout out to Casey Neistat. 4.3 million people, that's 3% of the entire workforce, quit their job. If you want to figure out what's going on and where all these people are going, watch this video. Hey, what's up everybody? This is Tony R. Sanders and you are watching The Happy Meter. In today's video, we're talking about the Great Resignation. A new report just came out that said in August, we had another record-breaking month. Now, if you remember, in June, we had a record-breaking month. In July, we had a record-breaking month. And now in August, we have a record-breaking month of people quitting their jobs. Now, a couple things I want to get straight. Just because people are quitting their jobs doesn't mean that they're not going back to work. I think there's some type of misunderstanding or misinformation out there that says people are just sitting at home and not working. Although that is true to a certain extent, that does not mean all 4.3 million people that just quit their job are saying, I'm going to go sit at home. It does mean that a lot of them are so confident that they're going to get a job that maybe they're quitting without having a job in place already. I have seen that, and that has become pretty common because the job market is so ripe. Also, when you look at some of the moratoriums we have on rent, when you look at the moratorium we have on student loans, add that in with government assistance, there are some people that says, you know what, I can take 3 months off and find the job for me, the job that I actually want, and not have to be stressed out with the job that I currently have. Now, if you look at the categories in which people are quitting, I think the number one category with about 971,000 people out of the 4.3 million that just quit are in the hospitality area. Now, you may be asking, what is going on? Why are all these people quitting? I have a couple of ideas. Of course, the government assistance helps, right? We talked about that. You have that financial backing that will be there for you to help bridge the gap, especially if you don't have to pay on your student loans and you're not paying rent right now. Think about your expenses from a household perspective if your rent or mortgage went away and your student loans went away. We have a student loan crisis. That's another video for another day, but a lot of people are paying almost the same amount in rent as they are in student loans. So think about if those two things went away, how much money would you actually need to survive? And if you're getting the child tax credit, and if you're getting maybe unemployment dollars or dollars from over here, I'm just saying there's a way for people to say, you know what? I don't have to do this anymore. Here's the bigger thing that I think happened. I think it's something that happened on a psychological level. I think a lot of people started to reevaluate their lives because our landscape completely changed. This can't be underestimated. When the pandemic happened and we all had to go work at home or not work at all because our businesses were shut down, a lot of us were forced to think of other ways to create an income, to think of other ways to make money. And we started to reprioritize what was important in our lives. I think we should be calling the Great Resignation the Great Awakening, because a lot of people woke up, they got off that rat race, they got off the hamster wheel, and they said, you know what? I don't have to do that job that I hate anymore. I don't have to go back there and be mistreated. I don't have to go and be treated like a number again. And so now people were forced into a situation where they had this great awakening where they decided, I'm going to go do something else. And here's another thing, a big thing that happened. All of our essential workers, I think that we mistitled them because some of them weren't treated like they were essential. They were treated like essential jobs, like the functions of what they do every day was necessary to keep the world turning, but we weren't treating them like essential people. And what I mean by that is the care that you take for them, how you treat them, how you pay them, how you communicate them, how you grow and develop them. A lot of them were just treated like a number. Right? The people were replaceable, but the jobs were essential. And that's wrong. And that's why a lot of people are leaving and they're not coming back. I watched an interview of a lady and she said, when it was time to be laid off, when it was time to be furloughed, my boss knew 2 months in advance that we only had 2 months of payroll left. He never said anything. He never gave me a 2-week notice. We just came in one day and he said, we don't work here anymore because we have to shut the place down. So why would I give him a notice when I'm leaving? Although I don't agree with that, I do understand the pain and the hurt and some of the logic that goes into a decision like that. I want to share a quick story with you that I think will help drive home this point. There was an organization that had the smoking area in the front of the building. So when everyone pulled up, whether it was business partners or vendors or people coming in for interviews, they would see a big group of people outside smoking. Someone realized that when people drive up to a place and they see people out front smoking, that could be a sign that this job is too stressful. That could be a sign that people aren't happy here and they always need a smoke break, and there's 30 people out there. So they decided to take the smoking area and move it to the back of the building. And that was their solution. The problem was they didn't think about what's causing so many people to smoke. What's going on in our culture and our environment that people say, hey, every 20 minutes, every hour, I got to go smoke a cigarette because I can't deal with what's going on in the building. And a lot of people did that during the pandemic. A lot of organizations started to fix the aesthetics of things instead of getting to the root cause of what's going on with their team members, what's going on in their culture, the personality of their company that makes people not want to be here anymore. And if you are an organization that's losing people left and right, or you just opened your doors but people are not coming back, you have to go back to the drawing board and say, the way that we treat people is now going to become our strategic advantage. It's not going to be about the pay. It's not going to be about the hours. It's not going to be about the convenience. You can no longer prey on these people who feel like they don't have other options because now they realize they have other options. So you have to be really, really great at how you treat people if you want to recover from the Great Resignation. And to all the team members out there, to the workers, to the essential workers, to the employees who left jobs because they weren't being fulfilled, and maybe you haven't found a job yet, now is the time to get the job that you want. It's a job seekers market. You look around and you see signing bonuses everywhere. You see probably inflated salaries. Go get the job that you want. Open up your mind and your options of what you can do and what you can get paid for. And don't be afraid to step into a new career. That's what a lot of these people are doing. That's where they're going. You want to know where they're going? They're not just going home. They're going to a different career. They're leaving hospitality. They're leaving IT, and they're going to work in other fields. And so that's what's going on with the Great Resignation. If you're a company and you want to fix it, it starts with how you treat your people. And if you're an employee and you're looking to capitalize on the Great Resignation, make sure to update your resume and look for the job that you actually want. Now is the best time for you to go get it. Listen, thank you for watching this video. Make sure you like and leave a comment. I would love to continue this conversation with you. And I promise if you like this video, you'll love the next one. I'll see you guys next time. Peace.